Hello everyone, good afternoon. So today we are discussing about the remaining part of the layout structure of the power plant engineering. We are already discussed about some different types of power plant layout structures. Like steam power plant, we are discussed about that, as well as we discussed hydel power plant, diesel power plant. Now we are discussing the important one is nuclear power plant. How the nuclear energy is produced from the heat, and then it gives to the generator and produce again the electricity. So now shall we start now? This is your lecture 5, power plant engineering. Nuclear power plant, one of the most important power plant in the world, and some countries have having nuclear power plant resources, and they are controlling the nuclear fusion to generate the heat as as per the requirement for useful work. For the purpose of useful work, they are generating the nuclear fusion from the nuclear power plant. Nuclear electric plants nuclear ship after that fuel will use in the plant sector ships submarine use control nuclear energy. Here also we are controlling the nuclear energy to heat water and produce steam. In that nuclear energy we are heating the water and produce the steam, while in space nuclear energy decays and naturally in a radio stove. Thermoelectric generator. In that thermoelectric generator, in that space we are generating the natural air by the help of radio stoves. Thermoelectric generator. In that, after that, scientists are experimenting with fusion energy for future generation. But these experiments do not currently generate useful energy. Scientists are experimenting about the fusion energy, but for the purpose of future generation. But that experiment is not correctly, or we can say that that experiment is not good for the generate the useful energy. Nuclear energy power provides about 6% of the world energy. Nuclear energy power provides, if the nuclear power plant generate the new energy from the sources of water and produce the heat and with that and produce the electrical energy, that energy 6% of world energy and 13 to 14% of world electricity. With the as with the US, France, and Japan together, according to about 50% of nuclear energy generated electricity. In that US, France, and Japan having a nuclear power plant, and that power plants are generating the 50% of electricity. Also, about 150 naval vessels are there and using nuclear proportional having been built, just as many conventional thermal power stations generate electricity by the harnessing the thermal energy released from the burning fossil fuel. Nuclear power plants convert the energy and then release the nucleus of an atom. Here, in that nuclear energy, that energy is converted from the nucleus of an atom, and that energy is released from a burning fossil fuel and produce a nuclear power plant energy. It's why typically nuclear fusion. As you know, we are already discussed about the nuclear layout of nuclear power plant. Here the layout of nuclear power plant is there to generate the electricity from the water. and convert that water into the steam, and after that the steam will goes to the turbine, and turbine supersaturated steam will goes to the generator, and waste of the steam will again come back to the cooling water, and then again it's cooled and become liquid particles like water particle, and then water particle will goes to the by applying of the feed pump to the generator. Like that, the nuclear power plant layout or structure will form and produce the heat energy, and then it goes to the generator. Here the nuclear reactor. First of all, what is reactor? Reactor is like for example, if the grinder machine having some jar, that jar have in that the jar the blade is there. Jar will the blade will move, and that uh, blades give the mixture of the product. Whatever we are inserting the jar, that mixture will goes to the mixture will mixed properly and gives the output of the product. Like that the reactor is doing here the work same. Reactor also the mixing of reactor give the mixing of chemical or mixing of or mixing as well as yes, mix as well as producing the heat in that chemical. Either we are using the chemical or we are using the water and some the substance of chemical. It's a it is an apparatus. It's highly used in chemical industries like bromine industries, like sulfur industries, etc. And here the nuclear reactor is an apparatus in which the heat is produced due to the nuclear fusion chain reaction. With that chain reaction in this apparatus, the heat will be produced for the produced due to nuclear fusion is there. Nuclear fusion reaction is there. In that figure, we are showing the different parts of the nuclear reactor, which are as follows. First one is nuclear fuel: moderator, control rods, reflector, reactor vessels, biological shielding, coolant. Every part, what is the part, and what is the working of the part, we have to know. Next, we are seeing in deeply nuclear fuel. What is nuclear fuel? Fuel of a nuclear reactor. First of all, the fuel of nuclear is a uranium, and then uranium produce a fission chain reaction, and it can be one or all of the following. Like different types of uranium fuel will be considered, like U233, U power 235, and Pu power of 239. Naturally, uranium formed from the earth and contain three isotopes. Here the symbols of different types of uranium contains is U234, U2, U235, U238, and their average percentage. If we are calculating the average percentage of the uranium fuel, is first U238 is 99.3 percentage of the property of the quantity level, and the U235 0.7 percentage. U2E4 is trace. Now is the using tracing of U234 uranium fuel as per the requirement of the nuclear reactor. Moderator, in this chain reaction, neutron produce are fast moving neutrons. For the chain reaction, for the purpose to generate the heat energy, in that chain reaction the neutrons are producing the motion of the fast moving neutron. These fast moving neutrons are far less effective in causes the fusion. Here the fast moving electrons having less effective in causes. If any causes will be there or any problem will be there, in that fusion, it not be reflected to moving, or it not be difficult or to moving the neutrons in that fusion of U23 and try to escape from the reactor, and it also try to escape from the reactor. To improve the utilization of this neutron, their speed is reduced. If we want to improve the utilization or mixing of mixture as per the proper level, so we have to control the speed and reduce the speed. It's done by the cooling them with the nuclei of other material which is a lighter. We can done like to controlling of the speed reduced by the help of cooling them. The nuclei of the other material is lighter, does not capture the neutrons. These are the materials are not capturing the neutron, but it scatters them. Each such collision causes loss of energy. Like this material, if we are using, they are not capturing the neutron, but they are giving the loss of energy, and the speed of fast moving neutron is reduced. Here also the moving of the neutrons speed is also reduced because of these materials we are using instead of different material. Such material is called as moderator. As per the difficulty of the effectiveness causing the fusion, that's why we are using the different types of material in that the reactor. If we are using the different types of material, then the neutron speed will be less compared to the other materials and as well as the loss of energy will be there. That's why this type of changes to is known as moderator. Control rods. What is control rod? Control rods and operation and of nuclear reactor is quite different from a fossil fuel, coal or oil furnace. Here the controlling rods for the controlling rod, the main purpose is to control the fossil fuel like coal or oil of oil fired furnace. The energy, whatever the energy is produced in the reactor due to the fusion of nuclear fuel during the chain reaction is so much that if it is not controlled properly, the entire core and surrounding structure may melt, and radioactive fusion produce radioactive fusion products may come out of the reactor, thus making it uninhabitable. Here the control rod is there to control the fossil fuel like coal or oil or fuel in that furnace. Whatever the energy is producing in that reactor but due to fusion, that and that energy, if we are not controlling that energy in that proper chain reaction, it seems the whatever the heat is produced in that reactor, it gives to the it's what we can say that it gives to the higher energy, and that is effective for our surrounding area of the nuclear core, or that maybe the melted and radioactive fusion product may come out. Whatever the inside of the radioactive products is there, that will comes out from the reactor due to the melted around the sides of the core. That's why we have to imply and we have to see and we have to control the power of reactor. If it is as per the level or as per the requirement of the voltage of power, it's give good. If it is higher or if it is lower, It gives the some effectiveness or deflection, and that deflection may be the causes of many problems. Like that, the reflector is there. The neutron produced during the fusion procedure will be the partly absorbed by the fuel rods. Here the reflector is producing the fusion from the different parts of fuel like rod, moderator, coolant or structure material. Uh, in that neutron, in that reflector, the neutron is produced the fusion from the rods and moderator, coolant or structure or material, etc. Neutron left unabsorbed will try to leave the reactor. Neutron wants to go out the reactor from the reactor core, never to return it. But it will not be return it return back and will be lost. Like if the core of the reactor will melt, neutron will goes to the outside, and if the neutron is goes to the outside side, whatever the energy we are created, that energy will be come a loss. Such losses should be minimized. We have to take care and we have to minimize that losses. It is done by the surrounding the reactor core. So if we are considering and if we are maintaining the reactor core of the material called reflector. What is called as reflector? What are the main purpose of reflector? Is to controlling and to maintaining the core of the reactor. Day by day our maintenance is important. If it is break or if it is damaged or if it is loose, we have to change the core of the reactor as per the norms, and then only our reaction will taste good and it not be any causes or any problem. Generally, the reflector is made up of graphite and beryllium. Reactor vessel. What is reactor vessel? It is a strong walled container housing the Q of the power reactor. It contains a moderator, reflector, thermal shielding and control rods. Reactor vessel, it is a one type of vessel. It is a strong mountain structure. In that the mountain structure, the moderator, reflector, thermal shielding and other materials or like a control rod will be there. Biological shielding. What is the biological shielding? Means the shielding is a radioactive zone. Reactor vessel, total reactor vessel will be is under the control of the radioactive zone. In that reactors zone, possible the radiation. Because of the radiation, the reactors the possible the radiation hazards is essential to protect. So we have to protect the radiation of the reactor and then the operating men also from the harmful effects. Whatever the if the because of it's not operating automatically, we have to operate. We have to give the operator to operate the reactor. So if the safety purpose, we have to control and we have to essential to protect the radiation of the nuclear reactor, and it's if we are not containing means the operating man will be a harmful effect. So we have to control the radiation. Next, during fusion of nuclear fuel, during the fusion contain nuclear fuel alpha practical, beta practical, deadly gamma rays and neutrons are produced. While the fusion will take place, the different types of particle will be generated like alpha, beta, deadly gamma rays and neutrons are produced inside of the nuclear reactor. These gamma rays are main significance. These are the main significance and they are protection must be provided. For these particles we have to give the productions must be provided against them. These layers of the lead or concert are provided rounds the reactor. for stopping the gamma rays. That's why we are providing the layers of the lead concert to stopping the gamma rays, and thick layers of metals or plastics are sufficient to stop the alpha and beta particle. Here we are using the metal layers or plastic layer to stop as per our sufficient level of alpha and beta. We are not producing or we are not creating more particles. We are stopping there as per the requirement of our product. Coolant flow through around the reactor. For coolant is used for the purpose of to control the heat energy, whatever the heat energy is converting or producing inside of the reactor, and coolant we are controlling and we are reducing the heat energy because of to maintain the reactor as per the temperature, and as well as it's not goes to the other medium or other reactor around the surrounding area, and we are controlling the life of the maintaining the reactor life also, because of if we are not using the coolant sometime it may be the break the reactor also. What is the advantage and disadvantage of the nuclear reactor? Need less space. Here the nuclear reactors need less space. Fuel consumption is small compared to others. Hence transportations and storage charges are low. To establish the nuclear establish a nuclear reactor will suit for large power demand. It's a very big advantage for the demanding of nuclear reactor or nuclear energy produce. Less work men required. Here the men required is also less. Only the operator needs, and the some maintenance people need. Disadvantage: capital cost is very high. Radioactive waste, if not disposed properly, have adverse affected on environment. Means if the whatever the nuclear reaction radiation is comes from the reactor, that radiation will not dispose properly. It gives the harmful effect to the environment. Maintenance cost is very high. Next one is gas turbine plants. Gas turbine. In that gas turbine plant, we are already saw the two types of turbines: open cycle turbine and closed cycle turbines. A gas turbine, also called as combustion turbine. We can say that the gas turbine also called gas combustion turbine, and is a type of internal combustion engine. As you know, the IC engine, internal combustion engine, means the whatever the compression will take place inside the engine as per the level of the air fuel mixture. That air fuel mixture ratio for diesel or petrol is different. It has an upstream rotating compressor coupled to a downstream turbine and combustion chamber in between. Here in that combustion chamber, we are rotating the compressor gas from the upstream and downstream to the downstream to the turbine and upstream to the compressor. Energy in that engine, energy is added to the gas stream to combustor, where the fuel is mixed with air and ignited in the high pressure. In that, first of all, the session will take place after. In that session, we are giving the air fuel mixture to the cylinder. After that, by the help of injector, we are passing some droplets of water, droplets of fuel in that cylinder. Compression will take place and burn the gas in the high pressure. Uh, High pressure combustion of a fuel increased, and the temperature also. The product of the combustion are forced into the turbine section, and after that it will goes to the expansion and exhaust from the turbine section. There the high velocity and high volume of the gas flow is directly through the nozzle. So by the help of nozzle we are producing more uh, high velocity gas and high velocity and volume of gas through the turbine blades, spinning the turbine which power the compressed and form a sub turbine. By the passing of this gas, the turbine's blades will be move and drive their mechanical output. The energy give up to the comes the energy given up to the turbine and come from the reduction in the temperature and pressure of the exhaust gas. Whatever the energy is producing from the turbine, then it goes to the generator and it produces the electricity, like the layout of the gas turbines of power plants. Here the different types of power plants are there. We are operation for the cycles, the open cycle gas turbine and closed cycle gas turbine. We already saw about this structure in the last lecture, unit 1, lecture 3, open cycle gas turbine. Here the fuel is inserting the combustion chamber, and the air will inserting here the compressor, and this compressed air will goes to the combustor chamber, and the air fuel mixture will be done, and the combustion will be take also by the helping of the injector. After that the temperature of the gas is high, and the volume of the gas is also high. Then it goes to the turbine, and by the help of the fins or blades of the turbine, the mechanical energy will be mechanical components energy will be produced, and that producing of the energy will goes to the generator or inverter, we can say that, to produce the electricity. Atmospheric air, compressed atmospheric air, fuel air mixture after compression, fourth exhaust gas. Here the fourth one is fuel air mixture. Fuel air mixture compressed and give the after the fourth exhaust gas. Here the heat gas coming out from the combustion chamber are then passed to the turbine. It expand due to doing a mechanical work. Just now we have discussed about this all things in my words. Whatever I told you, the words will be there in your ear, the paragraph. So make sure to read whenever you are seeing my class. Make sure to do your notes also. Advantage: warm up time is very less, because here the warm time is very less, means producing of heat energy from the air fuel mixture, that is the warm up time is very less. High weight and size, low weight and size, almost any hydrocarbon fuel can be used. Here hydrocarbon fuel can be used. We can use hydrocarbon fuel. Open cycle plants occupy cooperatively little space, control to compared to the closed cycle plants. Very economical when compared to the other plants. Very economical means other plants economical different will be there as per if we are compared to this plant. Independent of separating cooling medium. Here the separating cooling medium is there to control the heat energy from the inside of the cylinder and comes out the cylinder. We have to control and we have to secure the surrounding areas of the core of the reactor or gas turbine. Disadvantage is the part load efficiency of an open cycle plant decreases rapidly as the working of the cycle of this again going on. After some time the part load like turbine, compressor, combustion, the load will be varied and it will goes to reduce. uh, that's why the percentage of the power developed of the turbine is used to drive the compressor and is also reduced if it is the part of the load efficiency is reduced. The system is sensitive because of the system is sensitive because of a particularly that of compressor. It is depending upon the main part is compressor. If the gas will be compressed properly, then only the energy will be produced. The open cycle plant is sensitive and it's very sensitive to change in atmospheric air temperature, pressure and humidity. Because of it's a open, it's not a closed. The open cycle gas turbine plant has higher air rate compared to other cycle. Because of the open cycle gas turbines is open, that's why it's giving and it's producing the higher air compressor gas to the compared to the other cycle. It is essential that the dust should be prevented from entering into the compressor. Because of it's open, maybe the open cycle, the dust will also inside the dust will also coming from the atmosphere. Maybe it will goes to the compressor, so the air will be disturbed and it may be not compressed as per the requirement. The deposition of a carbon and ash on the turbine blades is not all desirable, as so it reduces the efficiency of the turbine. The last disadvantage is deposition of the carbon of and ash. It's in that blade of a turbine. It's not properly desirable, and so it is reduce the efficiency of the turbine. It's not properly dissolved. That's why the efficiency of the turbine will goes to reduce. Closed cycle. Closed cycle gas turbine. In that closed cycle gas turbine, the only one part is different: heat exchanger. Here, instead of combustion chamber, we are using the heat exchanger. In the first heat exchanger, we are inserting the heat energy, and then heat exchanger we are using for the purpose of to reduce or reject the heat energy. Only this difference is take place, and here the low pressure working fluid will be inserted into that first compressor, and then high pressure working fluid is inserting on the heat exchanger, and then fuel plus working fluid mixture as well as the high pressure and temperature will inserting the turbine in. With that turbine the winds and plates will be moved, and then the low pressure working fluids comes out and temperature difference will be there after the turbine, and before the turbine the temperature is difference. After the turbine the temperature will less than compared to the before entering the temperature. This is the cycle, and that it will goes to the heat exchanger. Here the heat exchanger, whatever the reducing of the heat is there, air that will goes to the outside of the atmosphere, outside of the heat exchanger. Here the advantage, uh, the working advantage of these closed cycle plants. Here the so many advantages are there. Like closed cycle plants is not sensitive. It's not sensitive because of it is not open, and we can control the atmospheric temperature here, the pressure and humidity also. Closed cycle avoids erosion. Here there is no erosion takes place in the turbine blades, and due to contaminated gas also, and falling of compressor blades due to dust. Here will not be make any dust particle inside of turbine because of the cycle is closed. And here we need to filtration of the incoming air, which is several problems in open cycle. Because of in open cycle, the we need to filter the air. Here there is no filtering of air requirement. Load variation is useful, and load variation is also useful, and as per the load variation, that the pressure ratio will be varying, and temperature also remain constant. The density of the working medium can be maintained. We can maintain the density of the working medium as per the high by increasing the internal pressure range. If we are maintaining the density of the working medium, it gives the internal pressure range. Therefore the compressor and turbine are smaller for their rate output. We can maintaining the density of the working medium here, and the density of a working fluid to increase the heat transfer property in that heat exchanger. These are the advantage it comes under in heat exchanger while using these closed cycle plants. As the direct heating is used in closed cycle plant, the inferior oil or solid fuel can be used in the furnace. We can use here the solid oil or inferior oil or solid fuel, and this fuel can be used more economically. These are that's why these cycle will be considered are more economically, because of these are available in abundance. The maintenance cost is very low compared to the other, and reliability is high due to the longer useful life. Disadvantage of this system: everyone having some advantage and disadvantage. The disadvantage is external means a considerable quantity of cooling water is required in the pre-cooler. Here the external cooling jacket will be there. Cooling jacket as per the requirement of cooling jacket. Because of these plants will produce the more heat energy compared to the open cycle, and that it will not be easily to change the nature of the or we can say that the transferring of heat energy. So as per the level of the heat controlling, we have to input the cooling water in that jacket. Higher internal pressure involved, complicated design of all components, and high quality material is required, which increase the cost of plant. As per this plant cycle, we have to require the high pressure, complicated, and about the compound of high pressure, and quantity also, quality also. These things will be goes to the cost of the plant will be high, and the response to load variation is poor. Here the responding of the load variation of the components is poor compared to the open cycle, and it's a very high, a very big heat exchanger required, a very big heat exchanger, as the heating of working fluid is done indirectly. And here the compared to the other parts, the heat exchanger will be a big one to control or to transferring the heat energy. Magneto-hydrodynamic cycle is there. Layout of magneto-hydrodynamic cycle is there. as we discussed about the magneto-hydrodynamic cycle, about this magneto-hydrodynamic cycle, the principle of hydrodynamic cycle of power generation is the direction of induced EMF. You know that the EMF, electromagnetic force, direction of a magnetic flux density is 90 degree across the 90 degree, and the direction of conducting field flow is goes to other direction, and the EMF direction is induced from the vertical. Okay, these are the three directions here we are considering. Now we are seeing the sectional view of the magneto-hydrodynamic power generation. Here the gas coming from the outside and going inside, and it takes place inside of the plant, and it will goes and after that process will take place and come and it comes out from the power plants, and it become a hot gas out. Here the load variation is there, expanding dust. Here we are expanding the dust particles and direction of applied magnetic field. Here we are applying the two different magnets. Here the direction of the magnets will be there. One is north, second one is south pole. Okay. Electromagnetic direction. By the helping of electromagnetic radiation, we are producing the heat energy, and it will goes to the inverter or generator and produce the electrical energy. Again we are seeing the layered structure. Here we are using electromagnetic. This is the generator, as we discussed just now about these things. You can watch again if you want how the cool gas will converted to the hot gas, and hot gas will ionized in the generator, and with the radiation of electromagnet the current will be produced DC, and it will go to the inverter, and then three-phase supply, and then the last one is power transmission tower. Then power transmission tower distribute the electrical energy to the everywhere in the surrounding area. Advantage and disadvantage: large amount of power is generated, no moving part, so more reliable. Here there is no moving part. Closed cycle system produce power free of pollution. Here the closed cycle is produce the power, and there is no pollution. Ability to reach its full power as soon as start. Here there is ability to reach the full generating the power, and there is a size of plant is small, low overall operation cost, better utilization of fuel. Disadvantage is needs very large magnets. Here we have to use the large magnets for high expensive to produce the energy. Very high friction will be take place. Heat transfer losses. Here the losses of heat transfer may be occurs if it suffer from the reverse flow of electrons through the conducting fluid around the ends the magnetic field, and it's definitely if maybe the flowing of the hot gas cold gas reverse flow, sometime it may be the reverse flow, that it will be affected to the magnetic field. Combined power cycle. Combined power cycle, gas turbine and steam turbine. Here we are discussing about the gas turbine and steam turbine. This is gas turbine is in that open cycle we are considering, and steam turbine is a closed cycle. After the compressing of the gas, here the whatever the waste gas will be out, comes out from the turbine, and some superheated gas will be, goes to the generator and then produce the heat, electricity, power energy. Here whatever the waste energy will be there, we are giving by the help of, and we are that waste energy comes to the steam turbine, and we are with that waste energy we are providing the fuel, and it will goes to the heat exchanger. In that exchanger chimney will be there, where here the exchange heat energy will converted in, it uh, will transfer to the water, or water side tube, and that the water become a steam, and then steam will goes to the turbine. Again the turbine, the superheated steam will goes to the generator. Here the sum also, here again the waste of energy will be there, and it will comes to the cooling sensor. It is on a condenser, then it will goes to the pump again, then after that cooling the gas will be converted into the water, and it will, and by the help of pump we are again we are transferring into the boiler heat to produce the steam. Like this, everything will be there here. Usually less than 50% of portion will be generate the electricity. That's why the cycle will continues. Here the most common combination of cycle is Breton cycle and Rankine cycle. Here we are using these two cycles here to producing the energy. Thank you very much for listening my lecture. Make sure to give me your attendance in that comment section. I am just seeing here only 2 or 3 students are giving me the attendance rule number in that comment section. Everyone should have to comment your roll number. Okay, with that watch you have to give me the your attendance also. Okay, thank you once again.